Hey guys, NCU Collector here with a new video, and this one is the figure review for the convention exclusive Marvel Legends, the Incredible Hulk, the gray Hulk figure. So here is a side-by-side of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Hulk. I have not opened one of these. I have two, and I don't really want to open it, so I haven't opened it yet, especially since, lo and behold, there is a third Hulk figure that is basically the same. The only difference between all three is the color and the head. So different heads, different colors, all still very good figures. But with Gray Hulk, I actually am going to open him up because, believe it or not, I think Gray Hulk is a little bit easier to get a hold of as opposed to the San Diego Comic-Con Hulk, which was much more limited, where this one has gone worldwide and has become a fan channel exclusive, hitting Best Buy, GameStops, all the online retailers and everything. And of course, November 4th is when it officially goes live. So just kind of all those different things. So I'm not going to open this one. I will open up this guy to review. I do have a second one because I will be keeping him on card because I have all these vintage, the Vintage Wave 1, Vintage Wave 2, the Retro X-Men, the Deadpool. I have extras of all those all hanging from my wall, so I have a second one to hang that one. But we're going to get right to it. We're going to open them up. I'm going to open them up off camera. I'm going to probably try and do the cut from the bottom and try and pull it out or whatever to preserve the card. I don't know, but I'll get it out and we'll compare him to this guy, and we'll look at it closely, even though that one will still be in package. We'll still kind of get a close look to see kind of some of the differences. But let's get right to it. Well, actually, before we get to it and open it up, I do go over the package. I know I talk too much, but with these ones especially, the card is the highlight. It looks awesome on card to give it that vintage retro look to it. I think it's really cool, and it should be displayed, and you should be able to see all of it and see what it's really all about, because it's really cool. So the San Diego Comic-Con and the new convention exclusive, very similar type of art. Style. The bios are different. So the San Diego Comic-Con reads, "The Incredible Hulk, fueled by his anger and powered by gamma radiation, Bruce Banner transforms into the super strong Hulk, smashing through anyone in his way." The Gray Hulk says, "The Incredible Hulk, accidentally exposed to gamma radiation, scientist Bruce Banner gains super strength, stamina, and invulnerability at the cost of his genius. Dubbed Hulk, Banner at first only transforms at night before realizing that it's actually his anger that gives him his super abilities." So really cool. So I think we all kind of know the story behind Hulk. He was originally supposed to be gray, but how it came out in print, he looked green, but his first appearance was gray. And then he kind of stayed green from there. And then I believe there was also in the comics a time where the Gray Hulk is a much angrier Hulk. So all those different kind of things are kind of going along with it. So now, see the back of the card. You guys have seen the front. Now I'm going to open the figure. Okay, I did it. I opened him up. I kept going back and forth thinking, do I really want to? Do I really want to? Do I really want to? And you know what? I kind of did. I have an extra, might as well. He's pretty awesome. So before, with the San Diego Comic-Con one, I didn't really get to truly appreciate the crushed pipe. Now that I have one in my hand, it's pretty cool. I like the way the coloring of this looks. It kind of has this bronze kind of, or brownish look to it, almost like a rusty look. And then there's a little bit of gray or silver in there. So that looks pretty cool. It feels very like cheap hard plastic though, but it works. I like the way it came out looking. It's all crushed there. So it's pretty cool. I know everyone kind of made fun of it because it comes with the crushed pipe, but it's a decent little accessory, I guess. Could help out with photography in some kind of way. But this is a really awesome figure. It's the same, again, as the one that was in the Hulk Wolverine 2-pack, the 80th anniversary line. It is the same one from the San Diego Comic-Con. We just get different colors. These two are a little bit more similar because this one has this orange shirt, which is the same as the white one that came with that Hulk. I have it packed away somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where it is. But it's the same thing. It's just done in orange. But there's a nice wash throughout that actually has a little bit of painted on detail on there to kind of give it a dirty look to it. So that's actually pretty cool. I don't know if you could kind of see the spots and stuff. It's a nice little touch. So let's get in closer to this figure and you guys can see all the details. And here is the Hulk looking incredible, absolutely pun intended. Just a really awesome looking figure. So here, now that we're in a little bit closer, you can kind of see those spots and everything, a little wash that's on the shirt. It's a very nice little added detail to give it kind of that really kind of ripped up, worn look to it. So pretty cool. Anyway, we're just going to take it off. It does, you know, just sits on his shoulders. And here he is. So this is nice. I like the gray color. It's done with a nice light gray, and there's a little bit of shading throughout. So kind of throughout here, through some of the muscle definition that you see on his torso, we get some dark gray line work in there. It's not a whole lot. It's pretty subtle, because you could see here on his like neck and his collar and the shoulders that they only come down so far, and then it kind of stops. There's nothing on the back at all. Just a little bit there in the front. So this one's actually compared, is really lacking in paint detail compared to the other two. You know, the other one, the San Diego Comic-Con one, the veins in his arm got a different color green, even in the torso, whereas this one really just got a little bit of gray. It's not even on the lower torso, it's only on the upper torso portion. The one from the 2-pack had that light green shading in the arms, the chest, a little bit on the lower torso, and then he also got it on the feet. So less paint detail on this guy, but there is some wash actually in the jeans. So you could see they put in a little bit of blue wash here on the denim to kind of give it that look. So here, kind of down at these frayed parts, the torn parts, they give it a little bit of a grayish color in there. And that's a good way to show the threading, how it's just kind of really worn out. So actually, that is kind of believable and realistic looking. So that's a nice little touch. We actually get some of that wash on the back of the figure, which, you know, Hasbro tends to not put in any effort on the back of figures, but we get that going throughout, like the back of the pants here, and then on the thighs, that blue wash, and then over here on the butt as well. So there's some things going well for this figure. The big highlight is that head sculpt. I know the big joke is everyone's talking about Solomon Grundy, DC. This is not, I get it, it's like the same color and has a similar look, but this screams Hulk to me. And then here he is next to the 2-pack. So this is a very classic looking Hulk, and here is that real gray Hulk, how he looked. And I know I've seen some customs, like a Joe Fix-It custom, where I think it's this head that's used on a Kingpin body. So it's pretty cool how they get that to look. I really like it. So let's zoom out and take a look at his articulation. Okay, so for Hulk's articulation, he can look down a little bit, and he can look up a little bit as well. You get obviously a full swivel in there, and you get some pivot going on. Shoulders can go up that high. You get a full rotation. There is an upper bicep swivel there. There's also a swivel at the elbow because it is a single jointed elbow. It has a deep cut, so you get a solid 90 degrees going on in there. The wrists swivel, and they do hinge, so the left hand is a fist, right hand is an open hand that he'd be able to hold onto the crushed pipe. Fingernails are painted, well, just the thumb on this one, and then the open hand, all the fingernails are painted. He does have that butterfly joint, so it's not going to go forward, so there's no butterfly motion going forward. It goes to the back, so you can get that shoulder to go all the way down like so, just like he's getting ready to swing kind of thing. So that's how that butterfly works. It is a diaphragm joint, no ab crunch, so you can get, ooh, that little cracking. You can get him to tilt that much to the side, get him to tilt to the other side that much. Forward is a decent amount. Back a little bit. Waist swivel, which we don't get a whole lot when it comes to diaphragm joint, so that's nice. Good amount of movement in the legs, so we could do a split, so it gives you really good motion. You would think it'd be limited, but it's pretty good. Kicking forward, he's only going to go that much, and it kind of bows out a little bit just because the thigh and everything is just so bulky. It's really tough to do that. Upper thigh cut there, double jointed knee, so it gives you a fair amount. It's about 90 degrees. There's no boot swivel or anything, but foot hinges down only somewhat, up somewhat, but you do get a nice ankle pivot, small peg holes down at the bottom of the feet. So there is the articulation, and you know what, it's a decent amount, not a huge amount. I don't know how agile Hulk really could be, he's so big and bulky, but you can get him into some really good poses. There he is. Okay, so I'm trying to get a look at the 3 different head sculpts. So this is going to be kind of tricky, so bear with me here. So you have the gray Hulk, that looks really good. Paint apps are done nicely. Green eyes looks really good. On my Instagram, I have a close-up picture of his head sculpt. Really looks clear, and the paint is applied very nicely. The one from the 2-pack with Hulk and Wolverine looks good as well. He has the angry face. We get a little bit of green wash in the hair, and I forgot to mention on the gray Hulk, there's actually some gray wash in his hair, a little bit of dark gray, so that is kind of nice. And then we have the San Diego Comic-Con one, which gives it a much different look. He has shorter black hair, green wash. His mouth is open, actually, on that one, and then you get a little bit of shading along his eyes there, so pretty cool. So San Diego Comic-Con, 80th anniversary 2-pack with Wolverine, and we have the convention exclusive gray Hulk. Also, looking at the shading, you can see the dark green for the veins, but the torso has no shading on it. But then gray Hulk, you see the gray lines throughout his neck and the upper torso, so there's a big difference there as well. Okay, so this is weird. I'm going to show you guys the struggle of trying to work out this crushed pipe. So you can see that's where it's crushed. That's where like Hulk would be holding it. So I'm trying to work it into this hand. So the fingers, you know, you got a little bit of wiggle room and play room in there, but it's still pretty damn difficult to get his thumb and his fingers wrapped around this crushed pipe. So you really want to be careful with how you do it, because you don't want to stress out the plastic and stretch it out. Probably best thing to do would be to warm it up, but you can get it, you can work it, and oh, see how I have it, that finger's kind of bent in a little bit. You want to kind of undo it, and look, I got it. Okay, there he is. He's holding the crushed pipe. So now let me zoom out and show you guys. Okay, so here he is holding the crushed pipe. You know what? That was kind of difficult to get his hand on it. And I just realized, looking at the San Diego Comic-Con one, if you guys could see it, this pipe is more of a gray, silverish color with a little bit of dark wash on it, whereas this one, they really went for that brown or copper piping look to it. So the big difference in the pipe, the sculpt, it's obviously the same pipe, just the color is different, but you could see him holding it, and there he is. But anyway, that is actually the review for Gray Hulk. We went over the articulation. You got to see him up close. We compared him to the 2 other Hulk figures that share the same body mold, and you know what? I'm very happy with this one. Look for it to go up on sale November 4th. All your favorite online sellers and retailers, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Dorkside, Empire Toy Shop, Daming Toys will probably have it as well. Best Buy may put it back up. I don't know. Amazon will probably have their listing back up unless they sold through all of them. Don't know. Deadpool will be opening up sales at the same time. So look out for all your favorite retailers. Don't expect Target or Walmart to sell this. Oh, I forgot. GameStop will have it in store. You'll be able to get this Gray Hulk. I don't know about that Deadpool figure, but November 4th, so on Monday, this Gray Hulk will be there, but GameStop is priced at $49.99. $34.99 will be the price everywhere else, unless some online sellers will probably have it more. Expect Big Bad Toy Store to raise the price a few bucks. They always do. That's why I don't order from Big Bad Toy Store, but you guys, I know lots of people that love Big Bad Toy Store because of the flat rate shipping, the pile of loot, all of that. So look out for all those listings and everything to go up November 4th. Remember, GameStop will be $50, but you might be able to walk into a store and get it then there that day instead of waiting. So, you know, it's kind of up to you. You may end up paying shipping somewhere, and it could get you around that $50 price tag. So, you know, you have options, kind of outweigh them. What I will tell you, why GameStop raises their price in you know, business, it makes sense when you have a popular item that's limited. Raising the price, is it the coolest thing to do? Maybe not, but those things happen, unfortunately. So anyway, there it is. There's my review. If you guys like the figure, let me know down in the comments below. Did you get a chance to order one in that small window where it went up on like Entertainment Earth and Amazon, but then taken down? Have you gotten yours? What do you think of it? Let me know all that stuff down in the comments. If you guys liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.